Hello students, I am a math teacher at your school. My name is T.Dilan. I will explain the second lesson in chapter 1 for grade 9. The topic of the subject is multiplying and dividing square root expressions. That means we have multiply or divide between the expressions. What should we do and how we can simplify the expressions? There is some notes, we need to memorize it. The first note is if we have separate square root, we can combine them in one square root. Sometimes we need to combine them, sometimes we need to separate them. Second one, if we have separate square root expression, between them divide, we can combine them, okay? Again, we can combine them or separate them. The last one, if we have any base raised to the power of 2 inside square root symbol, or we have square root symbol raised to the power of 2 in a bracket, both of them equal to just the base, okay? Let's solve some question. Let's know how we can simplify the expressions. The question said simplify, okay? We need to write the expression in simplest form, okay? I will use the factorizing way, okay? We can using the multiplying way and factorizing way, but I will explain the lesson by factorizing. We have 18 in square root symbol, okay? As you see, 18 is not a perfect square, so we can't write the result for it, okay? But the question says simplify. That means we can simplify the square root, okay? I will write 18, the number inside the square root symbol, then draw a vertical line, okay? Because 8 is even, so 18 will be even, okay? As you know, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on are even numbers. So if we have even numbers, we can divide it by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we get odd number. The smallest odd number is 3. So I will divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. It's prime. Prime numbers mean the number that exactly 2 factor, 1 and itself. So I will divide by itself, we get 1. So in factorization, if there is 2 same factor, we will choose 1. The only factor inside square root symbol, okay? Then we can write this expression in simplest form, 3 square root of 2. Because there is a multiply between them, so I will write next to each other. B, 80 in square root over 25. 25 is a perfect square, so the answer is 5, okay? For 18, we need to factorize it. It's even divided by 2. Any even number can divide it by 2. 8 divided by 2, 4. 0 divided by 2 is 0. Again, we get even number. Divided by 2 will be 20. Again, even. Divided by 2 is 10. Again, even. Divided by 2, 5. We get prime. So, divided by itself, we get 1. We said from 2 same factor, we will choose 1. Okay? And a lone factor in square root symbol. So multiply between them. 2 times 2, 4, square root of 5 as it is. So we simplified this expression. Second example, multiplying and dividing the square root. Okay? There is 2 separate square root expression, okay? We can multiply the number inside the square root, okay? 2 times 18 by this note. They are separate, we combined them. So 2 times 18 is 36. You can multiply 2 by 18, you get 36. And 36 is a perfect square, will be 6. Next question, we have 45 and 20 in one square root. Because we can divide 14 by 20, we will separate them, okay? Square root of 45, square root of 20. Now we need to factorize both of them, okay? 20 by factorization, even divided by 2, 10. Even divided by 2, 5. Prime divided by itself will be 1. So from two same factors, I will choose one alone factor in square root sample. So 20 in denominator, we get 2 square root of 5. And 45, factorize 45, it's odd because 5 is odd, so 45 is odd. Divided by 3. When we divide 4 by 3, 4 divided by 3, we get the decimal number. So the number less than 4, 3 divided by 3 will be 1. So I will write the answer is 1. So how many number that we left? 1 number. So 1 be a remainder. 1 with 5 will be 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Again, we get odd number. Divide by 3. 5 divided by 5 will be 1. Two same factor, we will choose one alone factor in square root sample. We get 3 square root of 5. Now we have same radicand. What's mean radicand? The number inside square root sample, okay? So we can cancel them together. The answer will be 3 over 2. Example 3. 18 meters and 9 meters are the dimensions of the volleyball playfield. Find the diagonal. This is the playfield. This is the length and this is the width, okay? The diagonal means if we connect that two corners together. This is diagonal, okay? As you see, if we draw a diagonal, we get a right triangle, okay? Here we have 18, apothem, the base is 9, and the hypotenuse is unknown. So we can use the Pythagorean theorem for this question. C squared equal to A squared plus B squared. This is Pythagorean theorem, okay? C squared is unknown. I will write as it is. Apothem is 18 to the power of 2 plus B, the base is 9 to the power of 2. C squared, we can multiply 18 by 18 or we memorize it 18 to the power of 2, or we can say the square root of 324 will be 18. So 18 times 18 will be 324 plus 9 to the power of 2 will be 81, okay? C squared equal, we need to add them. 324 plus 81, 5, 0, and we have one here will be 4. It's 405. Now, for cancel this square, we need to take a square root, okay? Square cancel with square root, we get just C equal. This is not a perfect square, right? So we need to factorize it, okay? 45, it's odd number. I will divide by 3, okay? 4 divided by 3, it's 1 and 1 here. 1 with 0 will be 10. 10 divided by 3, 3 and again we have 1 care. 1 with 5 is 15, divided by 3 will be 5. Again we get odd number divided by 3. 13 divided by 3 is 4, and we have 1 care. 1 with 5 is 15, divided by 3 is 5. Again odd divided by 3 will be 15, divided by 3 will be 5, divided by itself will be 1. From two same factor, I will choose 1 alone factor in square root sample, and there is a multiply between them. The answer will be 9 square root of 5. And we have some question about geometry. Find the area, okay, for each figure. Give your answer as a square root expression in simplest form. Don't forget to simplify your answer. This is rectangle, okay. The area formula for rectangle is length times width. This is length, this is width. A equal, length is square root of 6 times 2 square root of 3. There is a note, if we have two expression, square root expression, and multiply between them, number by number, square root by square root, okay? And there is 1. If you don't see any number next to the expression, means 1. 1 times 2, 2. Square root of 6 times 3 is 18. 18 is not a perfect square, so I will factorize it. Divided by 2, 9, divided by 3, 3, divided by 3 is 1. So will be 3 square root of 2, okay? And because there is 2 next to the square root, I will write 2 bracket 3 square root of 2, okay? Equal 2 times 3 is 6 square root of 2. The area of this rectangle shape is 6 square root of 2, and this is simplest form. The second figure is a square, okay? Square, the area for square shape is square, as it is. As you see, there is 2 equal side length. I will write the bracket 6 square root of 5 to the power of 2. Any term in raised to the power of 2, I will write the term twice, okay? Number by number, square root by square root. 6 times 6 will be 36, okay? And there is a note. Square root of a times square root of a will be a. If we have same radicand, we will just write the radicand. Equal, multiply them. 5 times 36, 5 times 6, 30, and we have 3 care. 5 times 3 is 15, with 3 will be 180. This is the area for square shape. And there's 2 multiple choice question. Which expression written in simplest form means we can't simplify, okay? Can't simplify. As you see, this will be 7, okay? By factorization, this will be 2 square root of 11. That means we simplified, okay? 35, if we factorize it, we can't simplify. 36 is a perfect square, will be 6, so just this one we can't simplify. Second question, what is the product of this one? Product means multiply, or the answer of multiply, okay? I will write 3 square root of 5 times square root of 15, okay? Number by number will be 3, square root by square root, okay? 5 times 15, 25, and we have 2 here. 5 times 1 is 5, with 2 will be 7, so will be 75. Now we need to factorize it. 75, it's an odd number, okay? So I will divide by 5. 7 divided by 5, 1, and we have 2 here, okay? 2 with 5, 25, divided by 5, 5. Divided by 5 is 3, okay? Divided by 3, 1. So 5 and square root of 3 equal. Because we have 3 next to the square root, so I will multiply them, will be 15 square root of 3. And B is correct answer. See you.